YouTube. This is TerrenceRe. I'm with you this morning. Been having technical difficulties all morning for the past 20 minutes, but it's okay. The market is down right now about 63 handles, and when I say the market, I'm referring to the S&P 500 futures. We got the NASDAQ down about 1.8%, and I'm looking over here to the left, just reading down my watch list. I got the Dow futures down 1.25%, and the Russell is down as well. So we got the VIX is up, VIX futures is up. So right now we're looking at basically a down day. Um, Gold is up a whole percent, and the oil futures are up. Now, so in an environment like this, now I've been scalping already this morning. Um, I scalped let's see if we can pull up the SPY position. I scalped a put, just something in and out right here. If you look, a little $60, whatnot. And right now I got a short call spread on. I had an iron condor on. I closed it out for basically a scratch. I had put it on Friday. Came in this morning when I seen actually overnight I seen oil futures up almost 10%. And to be honest, I don't want any neutral positions on. I don't want any long positions on unless they're in utilities or gold or something like that. I only want to be short. So that's just me and my portfolio. So you can see right now my portfolio, I am short. I'm doing pretty good on the day. Got a green day on the day, and I'm green on the year. So I started this little day trading account. Well, not necessarily day trading. I do mostly swing trades, but I do some day trading. But it's a small account, and I'm doing this account. I'm showing, pretty much doing it live all year, showing you can make money in any market, and showing you pretty much how to make money in any market. And I'm showing it for free. So, support the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share. And with that, we're going to get busy. Right up here at the top, you're going to see -5. That's my deltas. So I got -5 deltas, and I got 2 thetas, 2 for theta. Don't worry about gamma and vega. These are the main 2 right here that lets you know I got a short position. And I sold premium, so I'm collecting money on time decay, or as time passes and volatility contraction. Well, right now we just have one position on. So let's take a look at the market and see if there's something else we can do, or, you know, and you can relatively trade this, something like this. This is Tastyworks trading platform. So hit the link in the description, open up your account, put $2,000 in, and pretty much all the trades that I do are here. You can do that with a small account. You got a large account, just scale up if you can handle the size. So as we see on, I got the spot ETF up. We got a down day. We got pretty much the S&P 500 and every stock they're in for the most part is down, or at least the majority of them. As we go over here, we got the financials down, and y'all know my rule. I keep the XLF up here on my watch list, and I keep it up on the watch list because if the XLF, which is the financials, the ETF for the financials, which got, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Citi, Wells Fargo, bank, uh, your big bank players, right? The big banks. If they're down, you're gonna have a down day for the most part. Yeah, that's why I track it. I do not get long when I see the financials trending down. And if we look over here in the XLF, it took out this low. So you had a high, low. You had a little bull flag here back in February, that up move. And from right here where these wicks were, you got a bear, you got a down move, pull back, bear flag, right? So let's draw a little trend line. So basically, no, I don't want to do the trend line. Let's do something different. Let's put a little, let's do it like this. Here's your flag, right? You got when it pulled back here, there's your flag right there. So you got your bear flag right there, boom. And that signals your down move. You got high, lower, low. Pull back, retested this trend line, or not trend line, but moving average. And then you got your down move. So financials are in the MACD, cross over the zero line. RSI is under 50. For me, I don't have to have like a big move for it to be a bear market. If both of these lines are below the zero line on the MACD, you got a downtrend. The RSI below 50, and it's still not oversold yet. So you got a little bit more room to run. If we look left, here's possible support for the XLF. So if you're trading any banks and you want to get short, I would imagine if I pulled up the chart for any of the banks, they're going to be in similar downtrends, right? So you may say in a down market like this, Ray, what is something that I can buy? You're not an option trader. You're not really a in and out person or anything like that. I do have some stocks that are trending up that I researched, ran some scans on, like WTRG. I have no idea. I don't know anything about this stock, right? It came up in the scan that I ran over the weekend. It says essential utilities. So you right here, you got a bull flag. So the opposite of what I showed you in XLF. Let's come over here and let's take a look at it. Now I'm just click on flat top, flat bottom. I'm gonna come right here, draw this over, click here, pull it down, boom, that's your bull flag. Up, pull back, took off to the highs. So now the only thing is how far can it go? Right? I can't tell you that. I'm just showing you that there are stocks that you can, and I believe that this stock pays a dividend. Let's take a look. So it does pay a 27-cent dividend. So if you're on the Tastyworks platform, if you click over here on this little arrow, it's going to bring out this little side window where it has like you can have like the daily. So this is like a 1 minute chart, and this would be like a 1 month, or each one of these candles is like 6 hours, and then this would be a yearly where each candle is like a weekly. And so you come down and it'll show you the open, the close, the high, the low of the day, bid ask. This is your spread, IV rank, individual IV or monthly IV. And then right here is where I looked and found the dividend. So it does pay a 27-cent dividend. So, and this is, I would guess it says essential utilities. So this is a benefit from what's going on with, I would imagine, with the geopolitical risk that we have with the war going on between Russia and Ukraine. So something like this, you got a bull flag in. Let's take a look at, I got another stock here, LNT, Alliant Energy Corp. It's up, and it's up on the day. Let's look at Alliant Energy Group. Let's look at, it pays a 43-cent dividend. So, to have your money in here and hold it, you get paid for being in the actual stock and owning it. So if this is a play that you want to make, I got one more stock for you. So I'm giving you guys Magellan Midstream Partners. Now this came up on my scan as well. It's actually down on the day, but you do have a gap up right here from this candlestick right here. If you see this low, look like it put in a low right here of support. And you say, well, why would I say that would have been support? Let's come right back over here and let's do the same thing. See right here where we got a up move, pull back, and a breakout. Now all I'm going to do is start right there where it broke out, draw it over here, pull it down, boom. So you see it came back, retested this area right here where it broke up, made a low, and then we got another up move. So I would think that at some point it's gonna take out this high. So you got another maybe $1.40 move up. If you take this high out, and then the next one, the next resistance would be here, right around $52. And like I said, this particular stock has a $1.04 dividend. So that's a hefty dividend. So if you wanted to get long this and hold it, just showing people that there are things that are going up that you can trade in or you can own if you're looking to maybe stop the bleeding in some of the growth stocks. Growth is getting killed right now. One of the major stories that I seen this morning that I wanted to talk about was Coinbase. So, and I actually, because I didn't want to, got to make notes sometimes because you don't want to, so I don't miss something when I come on. So I was on Twitter, and Coinbase put out saying, basically said it won't allow customers from a sanctioned country or any sanctioned individuals to open accounts. The company said it blocked 25,000 addresses linked to Russian individuals or entities believed to be engaged in illicit activity. So, basically, Coinbase is freezing accounts or locking accounts out from people who are from Russia or inside that particular region. And I think that came at the pressure of government entities, right? And so when I think about crypto and why a lot of people are, you know, in cryptocurrencies, it was for the decentralization, for the main part, to be outside of, you know, the printing of money and devaluing of currencies, or maybe what some would consider to be market manipulation, right? And I had the same opinion. And not that I do own some cryptocurrencies, but it's speculation only, right? I don't expect, because you still don't control it. And as you can see, governments are placing pressure on these crypto exchanges to lock out other governments. So when other governments are at war with other governments, and you have your money in a government institution, you at the whim of whatever they decide to do. Period. Point blank. If they can lock you out of crypto, they can lock you out of your bank account as well. So I don't really, and not that I'm not a conspiracy guy. I ain't out here like this is what, look, I don't care about any of that. I'm just telling you what happened. What Coinbase made the statement. At one point, they were saying they weren't going to do it. And some other exchanges were saying they weren't going to do it. And now they're doing it, right? They're caving in. It is what it is. I'm saying all that to say, let's pull up the Coinbase chart. I trade what I see. I read a book called Trade What You See. I don't remember the author. Pretty good book. You Google it, look it up. I could care less. I look at fundamentals and news because I want to go see where the action is, right? And so look at Coinbase. Look at it at 165, down on the day. And what's crazy about it is if you go all the way back to the IPO date, April 14th, what was that, April 14th last year? So if you go all the way back to April 14th, you'll see this is the IPO. We're all the way at the left of my screen, and I think it got all the way up on that day. If I can get all the way over here, because it won't let me pull up. The high on that day was 429.54. It opened at 381. So if you bought in at 381 where it opened, you down, you bag holding. It got all the way back to right here. The high was 368. You bag holder. You've been down in this stock ever since then. And will it get back up there? I don't know. I doubt it. I just don't believe that Coinbase is worth this high valuation. Even if we say, well, when the war subsides, let's say the war does subside. we still at 0% interest rates. And the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell has already said we got runaway inflation. They can say whatever they want. Go to the gas pump, go in the grocery store and try to buy something and tell me that ain't inflation. So they got to raise interest rates. So all of this was when during cheap money. And this right here is still during cheap money because they have yet to actually to make a move yet. So once they actually start raising interest rates, where do you think this is gonna go? And so this is the thing that's why it's I think that some of these growth stocks may be great trading vehicles, but to park your money in there, in my opinion, just me, I ain't parking my money in any of these growth stocks. I would like look at stuff like some of the stocks I gave you earlier. Those three, they all pay dividends. I You might want to look at something like I tell you what I do like. I do like stuff like I like General Mills, food company, making, so if you're gonna have inflation, you're gonna have high prices, who's gonna benefit from that? General Mills, Kroger, stuff like that. Look, it's been in an uptrend. So during all this war stuff now, think about it. All the war talk, everything that's been happening. Look at this stock, still going up. It's almost like it's not been affected. Let's look at Kroger. Look at Kroger. So there are things now. Look, Kroger pays a dividend. Let's see, Kroger pays a 21-cent dividend. Beasting. Now, the thing about this stock is going parabolic. So I would be careful with jumping in something like this with it already being overbought. I would try to catch this on a pullback, right? But who knows? It may come back in here. I don't know how much it'll pull back, but I'm just saying stuff like that. And then if I go back to General Mills, excuse me. See, dividend pays a 51-cent dividend. So these stocks that you can, if you own something like that, you still collecting dividends, and you're just not bag holding and just sitting around watching the stock go down, right? This is another feature. So if you see right up here where I clicked on recent symbols, it's showing you General Mills, Kroger, Coin, MMP, and LNT. These are stocks that I pulled up recently to show you the last 5. Something else that I like to do on this platform is come over here to Fat Tasty and then come on fast movers. So this is going to show you like fast movers in the market. You come over and click. These are the ones that are down, and these are the ones that are up. Everything in the green. Now what's pretty let's see, I don't see it on here right now, but I did want to look at Oxy. There was news in Oxy. So if you in Oxy, it's already when I first pulled it up, it was not like this earlier. Carl Icahn, Big Whale exited his position in Oxy. So basically, I guarantee you, well, I ain't gonna guarantee it, but I would want to say this is the top, but I could be wrong. But Carl Icahn did exit. It was on I was watching CNBC and they was talking about it. He sold out of his position in Oxy. So the whale got out right here. He got out today, or at least they announced it today. I don't know exactly when he could have got out on Friday or something, but then I seen it today. Carl Icahn exited his position in Oxy. So if I was in Oxy right there, if I was in this today, I'd be out. I'd be getting out. That's just me. I'm following the whale. I had some notes or some things. I think I covered everything. Oh, I also wanted to talk about Visa and MasterCard. So Visa is down. Now Visa made an announcement also as well. Visa was made, let's see, Russia's state-owned, I don't know how to pronounce this, is SBER Bank, Sberbank, it looks like, is to replace Visa and MasterCard with a new MIR card system in partnership with China's Union Pay. So Russia is basically using some type of, I don't know, some type of pay system that China has called Union Pay. Look, guys, it in my opinion, it looks like Russia was ready for whatever. They were ready for all this, in my opinion. It looks like because they were ready to decouple and they're doing it. And so, and it looks like, in my opinion, that China's helping or they may be an ally to them. So just based off of what I'm looking at, right? So with that being said, you seeing Visa down. Like because they losing business. They're losing business. So, and look, man, I don't know. Like obviously, the market isn't. I don't think the market's gonna go straight down. But there's no way I'm stepping in here to catch this, get sliced up. Now you maybe a trade, maybe it might not be a bad idea to maybe sell a put if you want to. So when I mean like sell a put to get long, you could do something like this. Um, Keep in mind you got earnings April 26th. So if I was going to, I would come out 38 days. And there's no way. So this is the expected move. Well, the expected move is $18 on the Tasty Words platform. I'm coming out one standard deviation if it's me. And I'm all the way out here. I sell this 160. And your buying power, they're gonna margin you $1,600. So you sell it, that means you're gonna have to put up $1,600 and you'll take in maybe 232 and $232 in premium. I'll try to make $100 and get out of it as soon as I caught a bounce. And if you wanted to define your risk to get long, maybe sell the 175 and then buy the 170. And you saying, well, Terrence, why would you come closer? Because I'm defining my risk, right? So if I because I when I sold if I sold this put and then bought this put, I can't I can only lose. So if I did a $10 wide, I'm collecting $205. The most I could lose is $795. As opposed to if I delete this leg and then come out here and sell this, max loss 15,000. It can go, which I don't think Visa go to zero, right? But I do think that it's a good chance that it could blow through you and run through 160. I do think that I that's not beyond. I think at this point, I really think that everything's on the table in this market. I think everything is on the table. So be careful out there selling naked options. And I just think that I would rather go wide like I did. I would rather go wide on my credit spreads and just make them wide credit spreads. That's all, just so you cap your loss, your downside. So what I'm looking at for me for the rest of the day, I like to stick here. I like to stick with what I know: SPY, QQQ, IWM. I don't really trade the diamonds. I just use it to look at gold, TLT. I can tell the whole market just by looking at these. And then you got your FANG, the big stocks, the big boys: Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Tesla, Netflix. And Tesla just went red. It was green earlier today. It's basically flat. So these are the ones that, Apple was liquid. So you can stand within these right here and trade this market. And also you can trade the financials and XLE. For me, that's where I try to stay. If I do venture off, it's still with something that I know, maybe a Boeing, Caterpillar, stuff like that. And they're going to move with the market, with the overall market. So let's take a look at the SPY before I wrap this up. And you can see my levels on here, my fib levels, right? So I do think that the SPY is getting ready to cross over the MACD. I think that we're going to get another down move. And I think the next down move is going to come. Let me see if I can move this up. With this next down move, I think our next level down, looking at 380. So that's my next level for the S&P 500, We're gonna break out. I think we're gonna take these lows out, and we're just gonna stair step down. I don't know if it's gonna be a big fast move. I think we in a real bear market, so it ain't gonna. I don't think that it'll go like a real fast move, kind of like COVID. You're gonna get down move, pullback, down move, pullback, and that's how. And I'm looking to sell these up moves. You may get something up into here, but I don't think we'll get anything sustained. And you just say, I'm gonna be selling, right? I'm gonna be getting short on all the pullbacks and even buying some over. So if I get an oversold, like once I see something I think it's oversold on one of my charts, and that's anything. It's not that I won't get bullish, right? I'm not getting bullish with the idea to hold it for a long time. It'll be just a trade, right? Something swing, maybe a 2-3 week trade. So right now I still have this short call spread right here in the SPY. Let's pull it up. Let's look at it it's 38 days on it. I'm out here. You can see I'm outside the expected move for the most part. And I'm just holding. Now, there are some things that I can do to pick up to lock in some profit. I can roll down if I want to and reestablish this position. That's something that I may do later on today, depending on how far the market moves down. If we get a big sell-off, instead of holding it, or I could close it out, I could reestablish it. There are a lot of different things you could do with option trades, which is why I like to do them. And with that, guys, I hope you guys got something out of this. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and maybe I try to come and do updates, maybe 2 or 3 a week. When I had something to really talk about, we had a lot going on in this market today, so I came on. I wanted to go over Visa, Mastercard. Maybe you may be able to get some bounces in those. Be careful. I gave you a WTRG, LNT, and MMP. I gave you stuff that was going up maybe in energy, utilities. And then we talked about Carl Icahn and Oxy, the whale exiting his long position. So if you in Oxy, you might want to take some profit, take something off the table, right? Or if you own the stock, you can sell a call against your current position, right? So let me do that real quick. What would that look like? So you're saying, Ray, what would that look like? So let's say you own this right here and you don't want to exit your position, you want to hold it, you think the stock, may continue to go up, right? So it's getting ready to pay its dividend out on March 9th, or at least I think that's the ex-div date. So if I was going to sell a call, I'd come out here to 38 days and say I want to keep my position. I'm coming because look at the IV rank. You got to be careful. This IV rank is like 123. It's stupid right now. So you could come all the way out here and sell some juicy. The premium is juicy, but it could be fool's gold because they're paying you to take this risk. But if you own the shares, it's something similar to doing a cover call. You already own the shares. You got at least 100 of them or more. You come out here and sell a call. You can sell this 80 call right here. 80. The stock is at 55 right now. You can collect the whole buck and you out here at the 15 delta. 38 days out. Buying power is 557. So you're gonna collect $119. I would not hold this to try to collect the whole 119. As soon as I got, 50% of this, what you can see, look over here in the bottom left-hand corner, you got a 92% probability of profit selling this call right here. It is risky because the market is moving. You got almost a 95% chance of collecting 50% of this. So that's what I would shoot for. As soon as I picked up about 55, 60 bucks out of this, I look to reestablish it and sell calls against that current position that you have open. And that's what I would stay right around 15 delta, 16 delta. This dotted line right here, I would stay outside of a 1 standard deviation move. You can see there is a lot of call. It could be buying calls right here. I'm not sure, but you got a lot of calls today. You got at 12,000 That's unusual option activity as well. 12.8K today at this 60 strike. My guess is these are calls that were sold. Could be bought, but I would guess that they were sold on the news. That Carl Icahn exited. People came in. They saying he exited. We're gonna get short right here. It's selling the news. And with that, guys, I'm about to be out. Safe trading. Know your risk. Be comfortable with your risk. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell notification so you know when I'm going live, man. Peace.